The small rural Mexican town of Jacumé lies in the shadow of the first cross-border wind farm between the U.S. and Mexico. On a recent Sunday, residents played a game of baseball with the turbines spinning in the horizon. The wind farm is called Energía Sierra Juárez. It started operations this summer, operated by Sembra affiliates Ianova and Intergen. 62-year-old José Mercado runs a small market near the center of town. He's one of the residents leasing land to the project.
Rentamos el ejido, el terreno a la empresa.
We leased the land to the company, right? And the company put the turbines, giving us a percentage of its profits.
Mercado says there are 76 owners of the communal land, known as an ejido. Each member of the ejido gets about $2,000 a month from the wind farm. That's huge for a small rural town like Jacumé, where the main source of income had been livestock.
The land wasn't suitable for plantings or even construction because it's all just rock. The wind farm gives us money to survive without having to work. That's what we want, not to have to work.
Members of the ejido meet every 2 months to discuss their shared land. Mercado says he's glad they approved the wind farm.
We benefit, but not as much as the company, naturally.
All of the electricity is sold to San Diego Gas and Electric through a cross-border transmission line. The project is part of a statewide scramble for renewable energy. California must get half of its electricity from renewables by the year 2030. Energía Sierra Juárez plans to expand its current 155 megawatt capacity by close to 700%, with hundreds of additional turbines on the mountain range. But the plan is being challenged.
This is my wild place. My whole life I've been up in these ranges.
Aaron Quintanar is a San Diego resident who visits the Sierra Juárez mountain range to hike and enjoy nature. In 2011, he was part of a lawsuit filed in Mexico over the project's environmental impact assessment, which outlined an impact area of more than 5,000 acres. The suit claimed the assessment didn't specify exact locations of turbines, roads, and other infrastructure.
What roads do is they create fragmentation.
Quintanar says where the roads are built is important because they can disrupt migration patterns for wildlife, such as the endangered bighorn sheep. Same with turbines impacting birds.
Slow-moving, heavy-winged birds, they just come in. They don't have the ability to make quick changes or turns in flight, and they just get taken out by 150-mile-an-hour wingtip.
Mexico's environmental agency says the project meets its legal requirements. Plant operator Ianova says it's going above and beyond requirements, with a plant nursery, a bird and bat monitoring program, and more. The lawsuit in Mexico failed, but a battle in U.S. court continues. U.S. environmentalists say the Sierra Juárez mountain range is part of the western spine of North America, one of the most important natural habitats along the continent's coast. Wildlife impacts on one side of the border can have consequences on the other side.
Natural resources don't recognize any sort of political boundaries. I would just like to see Californians take more responsibility for resource conservation and management in Mexico, because it is all one landscape.
Back in Jacumé, José Mercado says he's also concerned about possible harm to local wildlife, but he decided it wasn't his priority.
Esa es la táctica del mexicano. Mirar el bolsillo, nunca mirar el presente.
That's the way of the Mexican. We see the cash and the present, not the people in front or behind us, like the government, which thinks only of its purse.
When you don't have anything, if someone offers you something, it's hard to say no. And I wouldn't hold that against people.
That's Donna Tisdale of Boulevard in the East County. She's behind the ongoing lawsuit in the U.S. Tomorrow, we'll take a closer look at the debate on the U.S. side of the border and how the wind farm marks a changing dynamic between the U.S. and Mexico. Jean Guerrero, KPBS News.